Well, hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Lyndon. Thank you so much for coming. And in this video, I want to point out something that I think is like massively important and could potentially change the entire way you look at playing the saxophone. It's such a simple idea and such a simple thing, but it's so profound in its simplicity, really. It's around playing anything at all on the saxophone. And I've called the title of this video "You're Playing Your Scales Wrong," because that's a kind of catchy YouTubey thing to say, isn't it? And I really hope that you're not playing your scales wrong. But this is what I'm talking about. So here it is, right? When I have a private client and I'm working with someone, and I might say to them, can you play me the scale of whatever, right? Play me the scale of D, for example. And they might do something like this. So they'll get their sax, they'll go, yeah, D, yeah, okay, so, right. And they'll go, and there's really nothing wrong with what they've done in terms of they've hit all of the right notes, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to show me that they know what the notes of the scale are. And that's okay, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But what I'm looking for is the way that they play that scale. So when you play, what it reminds me of, and this is not about any specific client, any specific individual, but what it reminds me of is, imagine your scale is like a set of stairs, and what they've just done is it's like talking to a moody teenager. Can you imagine saying to a moody teenager, have you got your laundry, right? Can you go and get your laundry from upstairs? And they go, oh, yeah, okay. And they walk up the stairs like this, get the laundry, stand at the top of the stairs, I've got it, and they walk down, doof, 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 like this. And it's just they're kind of moody and stompy. And what I want to be like, what I want you to be like when you play your scales is be like a ballet dancer or a dancer, an exquisite dancer from the Bolshoi Ballet. Imagine the difference between a moody teenager stomping up and down stairs and a beautiful, graceful dancer from a ballet or a dance company. Imagine the way that they would just hold their body and move. You know how dancers just walk around, they look so elegant, transferring their weight from one foot to another foot. And watching a trained ballet dancer walk up and down stairs would be exquisite. And that's how I want you to think when you're playing anything, your scales, right? Starting with your scales. But when you play your scales, I want you to play them beautifully. I want you to play them as beautifully as you possibly can. And if this means slowing down, then that's okay. So more like this is what I'm thinking. And then coming down from there. So what I'm trying to do, and I'm not perfect, by the way, I'm not trying to say that I play anything perfectly, but what I'm trying to do is every note is careful, and the transition between one note and another note is mindful. I'm thinking about how the next note is going to come along. I'm trying to space the notes out more or less evenly, even though I haven't got a rhythmic section to kind of play along with, like a band or a backing track. So try and even it out and go slowly, and every single note that you play, you want to try and make it come out as beautifully and as well formed as you possibly can. And And if you're a beginner, then that's hard to do, because it is hard to make a saxophone sound really, really, really gorgeous. But ultimately, this has got to be the most important thing, because let's face it, if you play a tune perfectly but your sound isn't that great, then that's not going to sound as good as if you don't play the tune quite perfectly but your sound is gorgeous. It's really, really, really important to play every note with thought. Another way that you could think about it, or as you probably have guessed, I live in the UK, and you know, imagine a BBC presenter. The way that they articulate their words, it doesn't really matter about your accent, but the clarity of your words needs to be absolutely spot on, and you can't get away with like talking like this because you're going too fast, so you're not really forming your, that's very sort of hard to hear and hard to listen to. So every word that you say, if you're a presenter, needs to be nice and clear as much as possible, and that's what we're trying to do with the saxophone. So it's a really, really top tip, and if you just get into the mindset of doing this, every single note that you play, every single scale that you play, then that will transfer to everything that you do. Be mindful about the sound that you make. Don't stomp up and down the stairs of your scales. Don't stomp around in anything. Everything that you play needs to be played beautifully. That was my doorbell. Do you think Jay Metcalf has to put up with stuff like this? Doorbells ringing, people interrupting your video. I don't know. It's just crazy. Anyway, I hope that's something in there has been useful to you. I really, really, really hope so, because it is so massively important. Please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can. If you've already done that, I'm so grateful to you. I don't want to bang on about how grateful I am, but I'm super grateful. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.